Psalms and Proverbs for Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. Many names have a meaning and a purpose that are less arbitrary than we might think. Virtually all the names in the Bible have a distinct meaning. So too do the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Psalm 119 is an acrostic of those 22 letters with 8 verses for each letter. Ghimel is the third letter of the Hebrew alphabet. After Beith establishes the existence of two opposites, Ghimel is the third principle which arises to resolve and harmonize these opposites. Ghimel links and balances between the Aleph and Beith. It is a dynamic balance between opposing powers, so Ghimel is a letter of constant transformation, change, and motion, and translates literally as camel, an animal we associate with motion and travel between faraway places. Ghimel includes the opposites of both giving and receiving, and reward and punishment, creating balance and motion between these opposites. Ghimel resolves the giver and receiver, Aleph and Beith, so it represents giving and receiving. It represents kindness and cultivation, the organic nurturance that causes things to grow and ripen or mature. It signifies the Creator's eternal benevolence to all creation, manifested with abundant life and prosperity. The Ghimel also represents reward and punishment. The laws of the created world are based on the rule of judgment. Blessings are able to flow to those who do good. All wrongdoing blocks the receipt of goodness and abundance. Thus, both kindness and justice are maintained in balance. Psalm 119, verses 17 through 24, New King James. Meditations on the excellencies of the Word of God. Deal bountifully with your servant, that I may live, and keep your word. Open my eyes, that I may see wondrous things from your law. I am a stranger in the earth. Do not hide your commandments from me. My soul breaks with longing for your judgments at all times. You rebuke the proud, the cursed, who stray from your commandments. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept your testimonies. Princes also sit and speak against me, but your servant meditates on your statutes. Your testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. Proverbs 23, New King James. Listen to your father. When you sit down to eat with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are a man given to appetite. Do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Do not overwork to be rich, because of your own understanding. Cease. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away like an eagle toward heaven. Do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten you will vomit up, and waste your pleasant words. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Do not remove the ancient landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He will plead their cause against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to the words of knowledge. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice. Indeed, I myself, yes, my inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak right things. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but be zealous for the fear of the Lord all the day. For surely there is a hereafter, and your hope will not be cut off. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the way. Do not mix with wine-bibbers or with gluttonous eaters of meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Listen to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth, and do not sell it. also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who begets a wise child will delight in him. Let your father and your mother be glad, let her who bore you rejoice. My son, give me your heart, let your eyes observe my ways. For a harlot is a deep pit, and a seductress is a narrow well. She also lies in wait as for a victim, and increases the unfaithful among men. Who has woes? Who has sorrow? Who has contentions? Who has complaints? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Those who linger long at the wine, those who go in search of mixed wine. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it swirls around smoothly. At the last it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart will utter perverse things. Yes, you will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, or like one who lies at the top of the mast, saying, They have struck me, but I was not hurt. They have beaten me, but I did not feel it. When shall I awake that I may seek another drink? All right, and the links are there, so if you'd like to check that out, and give it a thumbs up, and click subscribe, and then leave a comment, question, prayer request. Love to hear from you. So have a good day. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.